What's up, everybody? It's Kenya, and welcome to Outer Space, and welcome to belated Monday. How you like that? So yeah, I know I didn't do a video on Monday, and I'm sorry. I was just like, I had like the best day ever. I went and hung out with friends, and I just got kind of caught up in the moment, and so I didn't do my video, and I apologize for that. So now you're in the car with me. I'm on my way to spin. And I figured I would just do a video now because I don't see myself having time to do it anytime soon. And actually, I'm at a stoplight, so don't get alarmed. I'm not like staring at the camera while I'm driving. Okay, now I'm going to look ahead. So actually, I had something I really want to talk about too, so I'm excited. So here we go. So as you can see, the title of the video is "Your Soul Will Never Be Satisfied Doing Your Body's Work." And so what's that about? So last week, I had a conversation with a friend of mine, someone who I've known and respected for years. And we had a very interesting conversation about where she is in her life and what's going on. And just to give you a tiny bit of background, she's an artist. And recently, just circumstances have kind of aligned themselves in a way that she's not doing her art as much as she would want to. And so she doesn't feel well. And I think before we spoke with each other, she wasn't really aware that it was probably the lack of her doing her art that was causing her to be so constipated and not feel really good about herself. And I don't know if I was aware of that either, but through our conversation, I realized that that was missing. And so while I was walking back and forth after our conversation, talking to myself about what me and her had discussed, I realized a very interesting phenomenon that I'm noticing among young women. I'm imagining it's young people in general, but I don't have a lot of relationships with men, so I can just speak for the young women. And what I'm learning is it feels like we're losing about 20 years. It feels like young women are coming out of college, and from the age of 20 to 40, we are focused solely on our careers and on a relationship or some variation of those things. And then at some point around 40 years old, we kind of wake up and realize, wow, I need to like pay attention to myself. I need to pay attention to what I add to this planet. I need to do work that has meaning for me. And in the meantime, in those 20 years, there's just kind of this hodgepodge and mesh of like chasing some sort of dream. And in the midst of that, a lot of people are losing their soul's work. And when I say the soul's work, I mean creativeness. I mean doing the thing that you do. And I've noticed that it also breeds a great deal of just disappointment, frustration, depression, destruction among young women, because something in us knows that life is bigger than what it is that I'm doing, and it's more than my job, and it's more than this relationship, and it's more than, pleasing my family. I have more to give the world than that. And so I want to offer that piece to you guys today. I sincerely don't think that any of us are ever going to be satisfied solely doing our body's work. And when I say our body's work, I mean, just working a job to get by, or maybe, having a great career. That's never going to be enough for you when you were, when you came here to do something that was unitive and procreative, when you came here to do something that is going to impact the world long after you're gone. And you don't have to wait until you're 40 years old in order for you to kind of realize that you're here for something greater than that. So, and I want to say this too. I say your soul will never be satisfied solely doing your body's work. And what that means is this. I get it. I get it. I'm an artist too. I know that sometimes book sales do not pay the bills, and they do not put the food on the table, and you have to do other things for money. And I'm totally a fan of that. But I'm always trying to encourage people, like I encourage myself, to make sure that you carve out some time to do the work of your soul. Make sure you carve out some time to do that thing that you do well, that you love, paint something, sing something, write something, create something beautiful. Because that is what's going to feed you during those moments when you're asking yourself, why am I here and what am I doing? What am I doing? Your soul has a calling. Your soul has something that it wants to do, and you have to let that energy out, or else you're going to be frustrated, depressed, and sad, and feel in some ways kind of insignificant. You know, like, well, what does it even matter? You know, why am I even here? So I want to offer that to you guys today and just let you know, if you're feeling kind of stressed out and kind of sad and kind of depressed and wondering, you know, what's wrong? Why am I not feeling well? You might really want to examine how much time you're devoting toward doing your body's work, doing the work of the world, versus how much time you're devoting to doing that which you do, doing your soul's work. And maybe just shift the balance a little bit. Spend some time doing some things you love and be a little more creative, and see if that doesn't make you feel better. Okay? So until next time, let's get around this corner. Post your comments. Let me know what you feel like your soul's work is. Let me know what you feel like your body's work is. Just like talk to me. And September 14th, I'm doing my next installment of my quarter life series. It's going to be the quarter life crisis and fear, and you can kind of guess that this topic is what's going to come up in that one. I'm going to talk about this exact thing that I'm saying here. So come out and see me, Charis Bookstore. Information will be in the comment section. All right, post your comments. Bye.